And that brings Eli Fisher. Fisher hit it hard into short center field, his first plate appearance, and Anderson Gennari showed some wheels and flashed some leather and made a nice put out of that sinking line drive. 1 out, nobody on here, bottom of inning number 2. Fouled straight back. Just a gorgeous day here. A lot of dogs out. Got a couple dogs just to the left of our booth here. Hoping they don't think I look like a scrumptious pork chop. And they're lifted into medium deep center field. Gennari goes back there, fights the sun a little bit, puts it away. But Fisher has hit it hard both times, but both times Anderson Gennari's made nice plays. And Fisher out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Jacob Stanley to the plate. Stanley with a single. Brought home Scotty Adelman with the game's first run. Single stolen base. Scored himself and an RBI, so. Hits out of that right side. Looking across the diamond over there. Looks like St. Mary's may have somebody warming up behind their dugout. Much better inning here so far, though, for Ben Millis. First time getting a look again at this beautiful field. Walked on the, it's a slow, grass is growing so quickly now, but I think St. Paul likes to keep the grass a little bit longer here. Keep the balls on the infield if they're hit hard. Let their defense make plays behind them. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Jacob Stanley as Millis looks for that 1-2-3 inning. That one inside, check down at first. They say he did not go. And that one's going to be in there for strike 3. So 1-2-3, second inning, end of 2, St. Paul 3, St. Mary's 0. Good look at the St. Mary's batter. He's batting in the ace spot. Ben Millis, also starting pitcher in today's game. So he's going to try and help himself here. He's up against a tough right-hander in Scotty Adelman. Adelman with the wind in the pitch, fouled straight back and out of play. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. We're going to be back over in Norwalk tomorrow, over at Norwalk High School for little SBC Lake Division action, but it will be for a sectional title as Perkins visits Norwalk. And they've already played 2 very close games, so that should be a doozy tomorrow. David Wilson and Frank Giaffrey will have that one. Staying alive there, fouling off that 2-strike pitch was Millis. Adelman pretty much gets it and fires it, and strike 3 swinging. Down goes Millis, strikeout number 3. Interesting thing is, again, in the 5 straight complete games, he's had 11 strikeouts in each of those games, and he's averaged 13 strikeouts over those last 5 starts, has Adelman. St. Paul ended up in the Firelands Conference at 12-2. However, Adelman was 8-0 in his 8 Firelands Conference starts. Count even, a ball and a strike. Dylan Myers, your left fielder. Deep crouch, swinging strike 2. On deck, Anderson Gennari. And strike 3 swinging as we're 10 feet down past the third base, down the third base line here, and you could hear that catcher's glove pop on that fastball from Adelman. So Anderson Gennari. And he hits it out into center field, and that's going to fall in front of Adam Baker for a single. Gennari now 1 for 2. He reached on an error his first time. I had mentioned Gennari has some ties to St. Paul. His mom, Amy, was a St. Paul graduate, and interestingly enough, his uncle, Brad, was the starting quarterback on the 1985 St. Paul team, and he played football at the University of Notre Dame. So some good athletes in that family. And first pitch swinging there was Brock Gill. So Gill back-to-back singles now with Gennari and Gill. And that's going to bring Kyle West to the plate now with a chance to get the Panthers a little bit closer as they trail 3-0. So tying run to the plate here in top half of inning number 3. West a strikeout victim his first time up. Again, Gennari with good speed down there. Curveball in the dirt, but Bocock stops it, prevents it from going to the backstop and any of the runners from advancing. Adelman with the fastball on the inside corner. Evens the count out at a ball and a strike. Adelman delivers on the corner, strike 2. So Adelman 1 pitch away from getting out of it here. Doesn't look like he's being taxed at all, however. And runner goes, and that one's fouled straight back as Gennari had a good jump there. Both runners were off and running. They'll have to return on that foul ball. With Gennari's speed, anything that gets into the outfield, he'll probably end up scoring. Adelman heading the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, shakes off Bocock, and now he delivers. And swinging, strike 3. So no runs on 2 hits for the Panthers. Middle of 3, St. Paul 3, St. Mary's 0. And middle of the order for the Flyers, 4, 5, 6. It'll be Bocock, Bloom, and Coonley due up. Scotty Adelman struck out the side in inning number 3, now has 5 strikeouts. Panthers strand 2 as Gennari and Gill had back-to-back singles after the first 2 struck out, but then Adelman able to put down Kyle West swinging. And here's a great bunt down the third base line by Bocock, and Flewelling just going to hold it instead of try and make that throw. But perfect example of that grass there on the infield, just really catches that ball, and Flewelling, who was playing back there, never had a chance. So Flyers get the leadoff runner on. Their 4th hit, and Luke Bloom to the plate now. Bloom single his first time up. And off and running. Throw down, not going to be in time as it's to the right side of second base. Another stolen base for the Flyers. Bocock to second. Bloom now with a chance to pick up an RBI. He already has 1 RBI. And this one hit back to the pitcher. And the throw over to third, and in time. Nice play there by Ben Millis. As off and running on contact was Bocock, and Millis fielded his position well, tossed it to Flewelling, who put the tag down on Bocock. So that will go 1-5 on the putout. And both teams now have had comebackers to the mound where they've been able to get the lead runner. Adelman took down Gennari in the first inning. And I'm not sure if that was a hit by pitch there, but either way, Drew Coonley down to first base. Moving on to second is Bloom, and the Flyers have 2 aboard here for Tyler Perkins. Perkins walked, and runners are going to move up on that pass ball. Bloom to third, Coonley to second. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch outside for ball 2. Perkins with the number 20 in white on the back of his jersey. Lifts it into center field. Gennari up on his horse. He's back there and tries to make the Willie Mays catch over the shoulder. He can't. 1 run's in. Coming around from third is Coonley, and Coonley with a head-first slide is going to score. Perkins is going to be thrown out down at third, but Tyler Perkins with a double and 2 RBIs is going to get the Flyers out on top 5-0. Good base running there by Drew Coonley, and that one Gennari might have fooled him a little bit. The ball had some tail to it. He kind of headed running towards right center and then had to shift back to where he went back just kind of straight center. But good effort out there by Gennari in center field. Just wasn't able to come up with it. So the Flyers plate 2 more, and they lead 5-0 now. And that one ripped down the third base line and just foul. Caden Maxwell to the plate. Caden made that beautiful head-first diving catch in inning number 2 out in right field. And then his brother Cole went deep in the hole between first and second and threw out Garrett Flewelling at first. So Maxwell's showing some leather here today. Curveball from Millis. One ball, 2 strike the count. That one going to be inside, evens the count out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maxwell fouled off a few his first time up fell behind 1-2 in the count, but ended up coercing a walk out of Millis. And that one's going to be high, so back we are to a full count. Caden gets on. His brother Cole will come to the plate, and this one lifted out into the gap in left center field. It's going to hit the wall. One bounce. And into second goes Maxwell with a ringing double. And quickly, looks like St. Mary's is going to have Jonathan McClung back out to warm up. Cole Maxwell to the plate now. Going to try and drive his brother in from second. Pitch is high and outside for ball one. Cole had the bases loaded in the first inning and hit it on the ground to shortstop where he was thrown out, and he is going to be hit by that pitch. So 2 hit batsmen. And Cole Maxwell will head down to first, and that brings up the dangerous Scotty Adelman to the plate. And looks like we're going to have a meeting at the mound. And the right side of the infield's come in. The left side of the infield is going to stay over here, but you can see their pitching coach talking with Ben Millis. Again, we're here at Contractors Park, sectional championship game, St. Mary's and St. Paul. Interesting dynamic here today. We're on the St. Paul side. We have a young Miss Kai Powell who's here with us today. And she is a St. Mary's graduate. She's sitting on the St. Paul side. I hope her Panther fans don't give her. And a base hit by Adelman. Going to plate a run. Kai got a major in communications in college, and we've had the pleasure for the last couple of weeks of having some area students come visit us. I was talking to Kai before the game, asking her where she wants to go to college. She mentioned a couple, and right when she gave me her first pick, she didn't need to tell me her second. When she said Florida Gulf Coast, which is in Naples, that was just an easy decision. Hit in the air by Eli Fisher. Gennari's under it, and he'll put it away, but not before the Flyers pick up 3 more. St. Paul 6, St. Mary's 0. Good look at Scotty Adelman there. 4th inning on the mound for the Flyers. Struck out the side in inning number 3. 5 strikeouts through the first 3 innings. And his offense trying to make it a short game as they've put up 3 in the first, 3 in the third to lead 6-0. Due up for the Panthers here be first baseman Ross Whaley. 4, 5, 6, Whaley, Rutger, and Wilson. And strike 1 from Adelman. Adelman gets the sign, delivers, curveball, strike 2. So incomplete control right now is Adelman. The only hiccup was the pair of singles didn't do any harm. Gennari and Gill to end the 3rd inning. He then induced Kyle West into striking out. So Adelman again will join the baseball program at Tiffin. He'll become a Dragon. Strike 3. Down goes Whaley. 4 straight strikeouts. 1 down here in the 4th. Nice crowd on hand. You see some of the St. Mary's crowd on the down the first base line there. And it's a great place to take a game into from the outfield. As a parking lot, well, within reason behind the fence, and we see some people sitting in their Jeeps and trucks, tailgates, and chairs up. That one on the corner. Jackson Rutger. Rutger should have had a hit in that 2nd inning, but Caden Maxwell thought otherwise with a diving catch. Adelman gets ahead in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. And this one popped up over the dugout and onto the softball field here at Contractors Park. Yeah, curveball, off-speed pitch. Down goes Rutger for strike out number 6. Actually, make it 7 now. 5 straight. St. Paul used to play their games at the VFW right there on Route 250 as you come into Norwalk. Also where Norwalk played their games until Norwalk built their new high school and their nice baseball field at the high school. St. Paul now a field of their own. Of course, just out over our left shoulder here down the left field line is Whitney Field, home of the Norwalk and St. Paul football teams and track teams. That curved ball, a little bit low, evens the count, a ball and a strike. And the pitch, strike 2, swinging, Braden Wilson. And the pitch, outside. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Since those back-to-back hits by Gennari and Gill, Adelman's been able to set down 6 straight Panthers. That one a little bit outside and gets past Bocock. Count full. I don't think, I'm looking here, I do not believe Adelman's given up a walk yet. This one popped up on the infield, first base side, and backing out of play. So count stays full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Adelman looking for the 6th strikeout in a row. And that one's going to be a little bit inside and high for ball 4. So Wilson does a nice job getting back into the count and coercing a walk out of Adelman. That'll bring up Garrett Flewelling. Flewelling, third baseman. And that one a little bit outside, so Adelman struggling with his control over the last 6-8 pitches. That one perfect, and Flewelling offers at it, fouls it straight back, evens the count at it, ball and strike. Adelman check of the runner, and the pitch right there, strike 2. I think with that 6-run lead, Adelman not very worried about Braden Wilson trying to take second base over there. So just him and Bocock right now trying to get that third strike. The pitch outside evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adelman winds, and the curveball dips a little low. Adelman started to walk off the mound, but again, that was one where I think that Bocock actually had to catch it with his mid up, and had he been able to frame that a little better, but it didn't matter because on the next pitch, Adelman blows it past Flewelling for strike 3. Middle of 4, St. Paul 6, St. Mary 0. Six runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Flyers. No runs on 2 hits, 1 error for the Panthers. That's where we stand, bottom of the 4th inning. Today's telecast brought to you in part by Sandusky Door and Hearth, the area's most trusted garage door professionals. That's Sandusky Door and Hearth. St. Paul here, inning number 4. Going to bring up Jacob Stanley. Incidentally, we talk about hitting patterns here. St. Paul number 2 hitter Eli Fisher, he has flown out to the center fielder 3 times in this contest. That one hit wide at third. Flewelling tries to short hop it, but it's wide and foul. So strike back